Hi, I'm Mia, CEO and co-founder of Voyant, and I've been in marketing analytics for 15 years. In that time, we went from 100 marketing technologies to 8,000. And these technologies that run everything from e-commerce to email, they create mountains of data that promise insights into customer behavior. And their delivery of these insights is in the form of these dashboards. For most clients I talk to, nothing is more overwhelming or anxiety-inducing. And here's also why they suck. It's a myopic view of the business, a tip of the iceberg of what is actually happening. Does your car dashboard tell you everything you need to know to optimize how it runs? No. Check engine light comes on and you take it to a mechanic. In the world of data, I'm that mechanic. It takes a data analyst to stitch the customer story together through statistical modeling. That's where today's insights actually come from. Not dashboards, but people. But in the people solution, there is yet another problem. There aren't enough of us. There's a $200 billion gap in analytics talent right now. There's not enough people to take all the available jobs. And that scarcity makes the role one of the most expensive and competitive to hire. And it's only going to get worse. The demand for data analysts has been increasing even as the demand for engineers decline. And in a post-pandemic recovery period, businesses can expect to pay up to 10% more in analyst salary. So with only 72% of enterprise able to fill that role, everyone else is left to DIY their own analysis with interns or some ancillary manager. But without somebody with a knowledge of statistics at the helm, most data-driven decisions out there, they're no better than a random guess. Statistically significant insights apparently are only for the richest enterprise. In 2016, tired of using my analytic skills to make millions for my Fortune 500 clients, I took an 80% pay cut to work for independent media in the Philippines. Much to the irritation of my Filipino immigrant parents, I packed up my family, moved to the mother country, rode around in bulletproof cars, and hid my American passport. All to support this woman who ran the only news organization brave enough to expose a dictatorial president. And while I was there, analytics drove a 40% sustained increase in revenue and a lift in visitor frequency. With that data, we won a Google News Initiative grant to reimagine the news platform, one with data optimized toward civic engagement rather than advertisement. And last December, that woman won the Nobel Peace Prize. What other greatness is out there if all visionaries could be supported by analytics? What innovations, market disruptors, public champions could not only survive but conquer with real insights showing them that path? At Voyant, we're on a mission to deliver those who cannot afford to compete in the analyst market from dashboard hell. We use AI as a service to interpret the data and empower these businesses with insights to kick ass at customer acquisition and intelligence speed. We envision that even the small business will be able to optimize operations in a way that will make enterprise jealous. Now, there are some that claim that they do this, but in the landscape of thousands of analytics tools, only a handful of us are trying to automate the analyst process. Most will require an analyst to set it up, and most are targeting large enterprise. I should mention that Google has had something like this for years, but advertising is their main gig. Analytics is their side hustle. It's probably the reason why this automated insight feels a little flat. But the same goes for HubSpot or Shopify or any other MarTech platform. Analytics, it's just not their core business. We are the only ones focused on the underserved market with the assumption of no analyst present. All our customers have to do is connect to their marketing software with their own credentials, and then Voyant performs all the research within our platform. No code, no analyst required. Our AI, it runs through more than 70 algorithms to find the opportunities for incremental revenue. It only populates a slide if the research is found to have a 95% confidence interval. So, unlike a dashboard, which is the same information all the time about what happened yesterday, we deliver only the insights that point to more money tomorrow. Common feedback from our customers is that Voyant finds revenue in places that no human ever thought to look. Each insight has a dollar value, so if there are many, this helps somebody prioritize what actions they're going to take. And while our artificial intelligence powers how the data is analyzed, the slides are based on statistical models. And that matters because the insight is explainable. When this presentation is in the hands of somebody not trained in statistics, we provide education in the speaker notes, so even a strategist can confidently present and explain how we arrived at these numbers. And that creates a new kind of analytics job, one that can be based on domain expertise, one unencumbered by the need for technical skills. And this process that would typically take weeks now just takes 10 minutes, and it's $250 a month. And that's the value we create. We fill the talent gap, we take less time, we find more money, we cost less. And I gotta tell you, turning Voyant onto the data makes any business more advanced than even some of the largest companies that I've worked for. Today, we deliver slide presentations because that's how businesses communicate. But our future is actually in our middleware. Our Insight API that ingests raw data and analyzes it, it can output to an SMS text, a smartwatch, or to voice. And while we input MarTech data today, we can input customer and commerce channels tomorrow. This makes us uniquely poised to break out of the dashboard game and step into a better way to communicate insights to decision makers. I have kind of a personal preference for how I'd like to see this manifest. We already have 7 agency partners and 300 websites on our platform, generating $13,000 in monthly recurring revenue. So I hope you will join us in our movement toward a better and faster way to get insights to all and finally realize the promise of big data. Hi, I'm Mia, CEO and co-founder